one-armed gambit is back because we have a game that's based on something associated sometimes with gambling, and that game is Pachinko for your Magnavox Odyssey 2. Let's go ahead and take Pachinko. Let's pop it in my Odyssey 2, see how it holds up today. Let's go to the game. Pachinko was published by Magnavox and carries a copyright year of 1980 over in Europe on the Philips video pack. It was known as Basket Game, which sounds more like a game from The Price is Right than a video game kids would actually want to play. Historically speaking, although it may not be a pure Pachinko game, it does appear to be the first Pachinko-based video game to ever be released. And even though Japan would later see the release of several Pachinko games for various systems, Odyssey 2 Pachinko appears to be the only dedicated Pachinko video game released on physical media for a home video game console here in the United States of America. If I missed one, please let me know in the comments below. Pachinko was programmed by Odyssey 2 super programmer Ed Everett, who was responsible for programming about half of the original game library. The back of the box says the following: Pachinko, a far-out electronic evolution of one of the most popular games from the Far East. This cross between a pinball machine and a slot machine is incredibly larger than life. You're right in the middle of the action, playing against another person, or the computer itself. If you don't like the odds, bounce your ball off the magic mountain and get a new set of numbers. But watch out for the robot troubleshooter. He loves to scoop up your stray balls and send them careening down to your opponent. On screen, digital scoring, full sync sound action, 1 or 2 players. Pachinko is a Pachinko game for 1 or 2 players with one standard mode of difficulty. After starting the game, if one of the 2 joysticks isn't activated after a brief while, the computer will take control of that player, including the possibility of a computer versus computer game. When a ball enters a cup, the player that matches the ball's color will get that value shown in the cup, ranging anywhere from 0 points to 10 points, added to their score at the bottom of the screen. If a ball of one color either touches the player or the side spinner of the opposite color, it will become that color. You move your player left and right in a small area at the bottom of the screen. Each player has a flipper type stick in their hand known as an energizer. Pressing the button raises it. If the ball hits the energizer when completely raised, it will continue on its path, otherwise it will reverse course. If the ball hits a player but not the energizer, it will lose momentum and settle on the ground below. Contacting it returns it to action. In the middle of the screen is a man known as the troubleshooter who likes to catch balls and release them in the center area. On the bottom center is a triangle known as the magic mountain. If a ball touches it, it will randomly change the score values in the cups. It can be helpful to try to hit it if the values of the cups on your side are lower than your opponent's side, since it seems it's easier to hit the cups on your own side. Every 100 points a player earns results in the game temporarily pausing for a celebratory sound with the background alternating colors, but the game will resume shortly thereafter. This leads to a game that never really ends, leaving it up to the players to decide when to quit or what score to play up to. Both the graphics and the sounds are fairly basic by Odyssey 2 standards. Family-friendly wise, the game would most likely get an E for everyone rating if released today. Currently at PriceCharting.com, the game is one of the higher priced Odyssey 2 games with a value of $18 loose, $23 complete, and $46 new. So what did I think of Pachinko for the Odyssey 2? While I give the game creative credit for being the first to bring Pachinko to the West in a video game form, it also suffers the same limitations of Pachinko, where the player's ability to control anything is fairly limited. You can only move in a small section of the playfield, you have limited ability to actually aim the ball, and of course the point values are constantly randomized. It really is basically a small step above a slot machine or even flipping a coin. And once I figured out that my best bet was to face my man towards the magic mountain with my energizer up, I didn't even have to move that much. In the end, it may be a unique game, but it's also pretty boring in my humble opinion. So where am I going to rank Pachinko among other Odyssey 2 games I've previously reviewed? Since I don't have much desire to ever play it again, it's going to be near the bottom. And actually, I'm going to put it a step above Casino Slot Machine, which is currently at the very bottom. So out of the 29 games that now ranked for the Odyssey 2, Pachinko is raising its Energizer at the 28th position. While it deserves credit for being the first to try to bring a popular Japanese game to early video game players here in the West, it unfortunately didn't bring much fun with it. But that's just what I think. What do you think? Do you like this game? Do you have any memories of it? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy videos such as this one and you want to support my work, please click like and subscribe, drop a comment below, and for mega supporters, either become a channel member or sign up at patreon.com/nosweargamer. Thank you for giving me a little part of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time in the next episode of the No Swear Gamer. Take care and watch out for troubleshooters.